If I ask you, is it hard to make your first $100,000? No, it's not hard. What's hard is not because you're stupid. What's hard is the system wants you to quit. Charlie Munger said it straight. The first 100,000 is the most brutal stretch. Because early on, your money is small, so it grows painfully slow. You grind, you save, you do the right things, and your account barely moves. That's when doubt hits. And right when you're weakest, they slide the bait in front of you. Swipe the card, take the installments. Buy now, pay later. Sounds like relief, but it's a trap dressed up as convenience. Interest and fees quietly bleed you every month. If you quit before 100,000, you stay stuck in the loop. Paycheck in, bills out, repeat. But if you push through that first 100,000, your money starts working. And the rules change. In this video, I'm not here to preach motivation. I'm here with facts and math. I'll show you why the first 100,000 takes almost 8 years for a normal person. Why the jump from 100 to 200 gets faster. And why 80% of people die in years 3 and 4. I'll also expose what's eating your progress: fees, high interest debt, lifestyle creep, and predatory marketing engineered to keep you broke. And at the end, you'll get a 7-day plan you can actually do. Legal to simple. No fake guru nonsense. Welcome to the story of your first 100,000. Now, let's get into what actually matters. Listen, the villain isn't your salary. The villain isn't your lack of motivation. The villain is the fee and debt system. It's like you're trying to fill a bucket, but the bottom is cracked. You pour money in, and it leaks right back out. Banks eat fees. Credit cards eat APR. Buy now, pay later trains you to spend future paychecks today. And the dirtiest part is how it makes you feel fine. It's okay. I'm only paying a little each month. That's the trap. And social media is the loudspeaker for that trap. It forces you to compare. It pushes you to spend just to feel like you're not losing. So you grind, but you don't build. You just maintain a more expensive life. Now, let's do simple, real-world math. Say you save and invest $10,000 a year. That's around 800 and something a month. Long term, you average 7%. How long to hit your first 100,000? About 7.8 years. Basically 8 years. Sounds brutal, right? But here's the psychological trap. Early on, your money is small. So the growth looks like a joke. 7% of 10,000 is 700 a year. 700, that's gas, bills, insurance, gone. So your brain says, saving is pointless. This is too slow. No one, you're not failing. You're just in the phase where compounding hasn't had room to breathe yet. And this is exactly where the system wants you to quit. Keep everything the same 10 grand a year, same 7%. Going from 100,000 to 200,000 does not take another 8 years. It takes about 5.1 years. From 200 to 300, about 3.7 years. From 300 to 400, about 2 and something years. See what happened. The rules change after 100,000. Before that, it's mostly your contributions doing the heavy lifting. After that, growth starts pulling you forward. That's why regular people die right at the doorstep. Year 3, year 4, they quit before the game flips in their favor. So why is 100,000 the magic number? Because at that point, growth becomes real money. You can feel 100,000 at 7% is 7,000 a year. If you average 10%, that's 10,000 a year. 7 to 10,000 isn't just a number in an app. That can cover months of rent, a chunk of your car payment, a meaningful part of your living costs. That's the tipping point. If you're saving about 500 a month, 6,000 a year. Then, at 100,000, the growth can match or even beat what you personally add. You're no longer grinding alone. Your money has a job now. If you're in the early stage and it feels slow, don't quit. Subscribe. Because this channel is about getting you through the worst phase without getting robbed by fees and debt. Now here's the part that stings. Opportunity cost. You tell yourself, I deserve the upgrade. I'll treat myself to the nice car. I'll spend $100,000 because I earned it. And the system loves that sentence. Because it turns you into the perfect customer. You're not just spending $100,000. You're killing the future version of that $100,000. Here's the math. $100,000 invested for 30 years at 7% becomes roughly $760,000. At 10%, it can become about $1,740,000. One emotional decision today can trade away hundreds of thousands, sometimes over $1 million. Later, that's the real price. And it's disgusting, because the system never shows you that price tag up front. And you might say, okay, the car is big, but small stuff like coffee doesn't matter. Fine, a $6 coffee every day. $6 feels harmless. But 6 times 365 is $2,190 a year. And the problem isn't coffee. The problem is you've got 10 different $6 leaks bleeding you daily. Subscriptions, delivery fees, impulse snacks, bank fees, convenience fees. Small, small, small. And then you look up and wonder why you can't build. You're living inside a predatory money vacuum. It doesn't steal from you once. It steals from you every day. You know what's really killing you? It's not one big mistake. It's the monthly invisible subscriptions you don't even feel anymore. $12 here, $15 there, another $9.99. Now stack it. 5 subscriptions at $12 is $60 a month. That's $720 a year. And people shrug like it's nothing. But over 30 years, at 7%, that nothing can turn into real money, not flex money, freedom money. The system loves subscriptions because they're quiet. They don't feel like spending. They feel like normal life. And that's exactly why it's predatory. It turns your future into a monthly bill you never question. You want to hit your first 100,000 faster. Plug the leaks. Not the dramatic stuff. The boring stuff you forgot you're paying for. Now let's talk about the death zone. Year 3 and year 4. You've been trying. You've been saving. You've been saying no. Your account is at 30 or 40,000. And then you look around. People upgrading cars, phones, vacations, posting the highlight reel. You feel behind. Listen to me. That feeling is an illusion. People flex spending because spending is visible. Nobody posts. I increased my savings rate. It's boring. But boring is the path. The system is betting you can't tolerate boring. So you break, you treat yourself, and you reset your progress. Here's how the trap works. Credit cards don't kill you in one hit. They kill you with one sentence. Just pay the minimum. Minimum payments make you feel in control while APR and fees chew you up quietly every month. Installments do the same thing. They don't sell you the product. They sell you, it's only a little per month. Then you stack 5 only a little payments. And suddenly your paycheck is owned by your past. Then lifestyle creep seals it. Your income goes up 10%. Your lifestyle goes up 12%. And you're still broke, just with prettier bills. Reality check. A high credit score doesn't mean you're rich. It just means you know how to use debt without crashing. Yet. Rich means assets paying you. Broke means bills giving you anxiety. Let me hit you with disgusting credit card math. Say you carry $5,000 on a card at 24% APR. 24% of $5,000 is $1,200 a year. That's about $100 a month in interest. $100 a month. Just to exist. Just to breathe. Now, imagine your minimum payment is around that same amount. What happens? You're basically paying interest and going nowhere. That's the trap. That's why people feel stuck, even when they pay every month. They're paying the blood-sucking machine first, and their future last. And then the system has the nerve to call that responsible. No, responsible is killing that APR before it kills your timeline. If you're under 100,000, carrying high interest debt is like trying to run forward while someone is pulling your shirt from behind. So what's the solution? Automation, not willpower. Willpower fades. Systems don't. On payday, your money moves automatically into savings and investing. Before you can spend it, pay yourself first. No negotiations. No, this month is tight. Second, if you can't pay your full statement every month, the card is not a tool, it's a trap. Period. Third, if your job offers a match, take it. That's free money. And while you're under 100,000, stop chasing magic returns. Focus on your savings rate, cut invisible fees, and kill high-interest debt first. If this is hitting you right now, hit like and subscribe, because the fastest way to lose your first 100,000 is getting harvested by APR and fees. Now the human factor. This is why regular people lose. Your brain loves dopamine. It loves now. So you see a flash sale, 2 hours left, limited stock, and you buy like a reflex. You're not weak. You're being engineered to be weak. That's predatory marketing. It's designed to make you spend future money for a present feeling. Then you wonder why you can't reach 100,000. Because every time you move forward, one step, the system pulls you back 2 steps. With tiny taps on your phone, to win, you need friction. Make spending harder. Turn off buy now, pay later. Kill sale notifications. Remove saved cards from your browser. If you want to buy something expensive, use a 48-hour rule. If you still want it after 2 days, fine. If not, it was emotion, not need. This is how normal people protect their future. Not by becoming a monk, by refusing to be prey. Here's what friction actually looks like in real life. You're scrolling at night, tired, stressed, and you see a new phone, 1 click, split into payments. Only $40 a month. That's how they get you. So you make it harder. You remove saved cards. You force yourself to stand up. Open your banking app and manually transfer money before you buy anything. And you set one rule. If it's over $100, you wait 48 hours. Not because you hate fun, because you hate being prey. Most impulse buys die in 48 hours. Needs don't. That waiting period is you taking your brain back from predatory marketing. And the funniest part? The system calls that being cheap. No, that's you being dangerous. Because you're not buying their trap. Here's your 7-day plan. Simple, real, doable. Day 1, expose your cash flow. Open your bank app. Look at the last 90 days and mark 3 categories: high interest debt, fees, and lifestyle creep. Let the numbers hurt. Pain wakes you up. Day 2, set a survival number. An automatic transfer on payday. Even if it's small, small is okay. 0 is deadly. Day 3, kill toxic debt first. If you're carrying credit card balances, attack the highest APR, because if APR is running, you're running uphill. Day 4, lock the door before the thief walks in. Disable buy now, pay later. Delete shopping apps if you have to. Day 5, pick one simple, low-fee investing path and stick to it. Don't bounce around chasing headlines. Headlines make money for the people selling headlines. Day 6, set a smaller milestone. 10,000. 100,000 feels far, and it kills motivation. 10,000 is 10%. Hit the mini win, and your brain will let you keep going. Day 7, commit publicly. Write, I will hit my first $100,000, and write the start date. Or comment, I'm at X. I'm going to 100. Why? Because once you say it out loud, it becomes a promise, not a wish. The system wants you silent and isolated. Don't give it that. And this is why the first 100,000 matters so much. It's not about the number. It's about what it represents. It represents you building a wall between your paycheck and their traps. Once you have that wall, compounding finally has space to work. Before that, every fee, every installment, every only 30 a month is a small hole in the wall. Enough holes, and the wall collapses. That's why people don't fail from one big explosion. They fail from slow bleeding, quiet bleeding, normalized bleeding. So if you're listening right now and you feel behind, good. That pain is real. But the solution is real too. You don't need a miracle stock pick. You need to stop feeding the machine long enough for your money to grow teeth. Here's the lesson. The first 100,000 isn't a test of intelligence. It's a test of whether you get broken by the system in year 3 and year 4. Summary. Before 100,000, slow growth is normal because the base is small. After 100,000, compounding finally has weight, and speed changes. What you need to do right now, this week, is 3 moves. 1. Automate investing on payday. Pay yourself first. 2. Kill high-interest debt, especially credit cards, because that's the blood-sucking machine. 3. Build friction. So lifestyle creep can't leak your money every day. Do those 3 things. And you don't need luck. You need time. If you want the next videos to keep exposing these traps, credit cards, fees, car payments, lifestyle creep, subscribe and comment right now. Where are you today? And what's the biggest trap draining you?